Hey guys, and welcome back to the Gerbil Vine. Thank you all so much to my fellow gerbil lovers for supporting our channel and for helping us spread around good gerbil care. You all are awesome. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button so that you never miss our uploads. Before we get started today, I just wanted to give you all a quick update on what's going to be happening with our channel and our future plans. Since we began our channel, we've been putting out weekly videos, and while we love engaging with and informing you all, life has gotten a bit busier for me recently. So while we still will be putting out new content, it just won't be every week. So going forward, you can expect one video a month, and I hope that you all can understand. Just a quick note that we still plan to be fully involved with the channel and the community, and if you have any questions at all, still feel free to drop them down below and we'll answer them as soon as we can. We have a ton of great gerbil approved care on our channel, and we're hoping our current videos will circulate a little bit more. And we really hope that you guys will still remain loyal subscribers. With that said, this week's video will be focusing on fun and safe toys for your gerbils. There are a ton of safe toys that you can buy from the stores, and there are also a ton of easy DIY toys that you can make yourself at home. You don't have to spend a ton of money on gerbil toys, and even if you do, it's likely that they will still favor cardboard. But as a dedicated shopper and gerbil owner, it can be a nice surprise to get them a new item and kind of switch it up a little bit. Who knows, you may even find that they have a new favorite. So let's begin with how to safely buy toys from stores. Whether you choose to shop online or buy in person, it would sometimes seem that the gerbil toy options are unlimited. It can be a really fun time shopping for new toys, and since gerbils specifically will be chewing on them, you want to make sure that they are as safe as possible with little risk to their health. So to start off, any type of rope would be an inappropriate chew toy to use for your gerbils. Ropes have small fibers that can be chewed apart, and if they are accidentally ingested, they unfortunately won't be able to break them down in their stomachs. You also pose the risk of the strands wrapping around an intestine or an organ, which would result in possibly emergency surgery on your gerbils. As you can see behind me here, I have some rope that I use here to hold up this tunnel, and the rope that I do have is completely out of reach from the gerbils. Any type of rope toy that you see in a rat cage, for example, would be an unsuitable thing to use with your gerbils. You also want to avoid any type of glue that may be associated with toys. Rope balls specifically use glue, and the ones I come across don't ever seem to specify if it's toxic or non-toxic, so I just choose to err on the side of caution. Something else to consider safety-wise when shopping would be the types of dyes that are used on the products that you're choosing. I only use products that are dyed naturally. I believe it's only ever a vegetable-based dye that's used. So you may see that hanging wooden block toy back there in my topper. That is in fact dyed using natural vegetables and their colors. It was a bit of a pain to initially use it because when I buy any new thing from a store, I always rinse it off quickly. So I didn't realize that the colors all started to run off the product. It ended up being totally fine. As you can see, there's no issue of the colors running now that it's dry, but it was a bit of a shock to see a liquid rainbow in my sink. They also don't stain, which is really great. The final thing to be aware of is willow balls with bells. I actually buy my willow balls from the cat section of my local pet store, as I find them to be larger and less expensive than the ones that they have in the small pet section. The only catch is that they come with bells. Some rabbit willow balls also contain bells, so that would be a big no-no. You can actually just safely clip the sides of the willow ball and remove the bell and then give it to your gerbils, but the bells are tiny and they are a safety hazard, so it's better to make sure that you check first. Now that we've covered some of the stuff to look out for, we can jump into some of the fun stuff, which is different types of toys you can buy in stores. All gerbils are different, but my boys in particular are obsessed with willow balls. Whether they're tiny like them or if they're an extra large rabbit size, they cannot resist tearing them to shreds. Believe it or not, once they get going, that entire ball was destroyed within 15 minutes. Their other favorite thing is actually quite simple, and it's these really small wooden log sticks. They like the rainbow ones, and they also like the natural kiwi nibbler ones. Some other favorite toys of theirs include this woven ball, wooden toys such as these, and these cute little wrapped hay sticks. Before we move on, I also want to point out that don't limit your toy shopping to just the small pet aisle. There are a ton of really cool toys that I found in the bird section, wood that I found in the reptile and fish section, so you really don't have to limit yourself to just that small area. I've experimented with many toys with my gerbils, but their all-time favorite still has to be cardboard. And not any cardboard, specifically paper towel and toilet paper rolls. The only thing you have to really worry about with cardboard is if there is any glue on it, as well as any Amazon boxes or something that would have any piece of tape on it. You can safely use boxes from your pantry and from your cupboards, But you do want to avoid using any type of freezer box, as they unfortunately are made with specially coated chemicals that are designed to freeze. You don't have to do anything special with the cardboard that you give them, but if you wanted to, you could make it a bit more interesting for them. For example, you can take a toilet paper roll and do 1001 things with it. Something simple I like to do is take a roll, stuff it with hay, and throw some treats in the middle for them. Not only do they have a blast chewing it, they get some sort of reward for their hard work. Another thing you can do is take some flour, mix it with water until you get a thickish paste. I use whole wheat flour, and then you can paint some of it onto whatever you feel like using. Today we're using a toilet paper roll, and you can stick some of their treats, some forage blend mix, or anything else you think they'd enjoy. You wait for it to dry, and then you have a natural, fun, pretty toy for them to destroy. You can do this on anything, and it's great as it's like a 2-in-1 toy and treat. Gerbils are hardcore chewers, and once they get busy on something, it doesn't last long. DIY toys can save you a ton of money in the long run, as we all know that gerbils need to constantly chew because their teeth are constantly growing. This is likely a better option for you also if you enjoy using things that you have at home and you don't really want to go out and buy a bunch of new items. Hi, babies. Aww. Finally, we have something that is not only considered a toy, but also a healthy treat as well. This was a post that I saw on Reddit, and I will link the original post in the description box down below, so you guys can go and check it out if you want to. I'm sure you've all seen the hamster sticks that are filled with artificial ingredients and aren't really that great for hamsters or gerbils. I got the recipe from a fantastic gerbil owner, and the clip you're about to see is of her gerbil named Bounty. What you basically do is take wooden chew sticks such as apple, hazelnut, or whatever you have on hand that is gerbil safe. Then you make the flour and water mixture to get a glue paste, and you stick your treats and toppings on. You want to make sure that they are fully dry before giving it to them, and you can hand it over to them as is, or you can tie a rope around it and hang it from your cage or topper if you have one. I thought this was great to include, as those treat sticks from stores are so popular and the ingredient list and sugar content isn't that great. So with that, our video on safe and fun toys for your gerbils is complete. Having unique and really cool toys doesn't mean that they have to be store-bought. There are so many cool things you can do with some flour glue, some cardboard, or wood if you just use your imagination. If you do decide to purchase store toys, just make sure that they are safe for your gerbils to use. If you all feel like sharing, drop us a comment down below and let us know what your gerbils' favorite toys are. And if you have any DIY ideas you want to share with our gerbil community. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, make sure that you like and subscribe so that you never miss our uploads. Thank you. Bye.